Welcome back to Simployer TV, broadcasting through Oslo Business Forum social channels today, live from the conference Digital Leadership. Cross-culture expert Pellegrino Riccardi and HR director Marianne Larsen from Simployer are here with me now. We are going to talk about culture in a digital workplace. I guess that's a favorite topic for both of you?
The culture part, definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
the culture part.
Yeah.
But the culture, it's something that's happening around us. It's so many culture merging together now. Should we embrace it, or should we acknowledge that it's something that's troublesome?
Oh, absolutely embrace it. Yeah. Completely. We live in a global society, global world. Most of the world's problems are global problems, and you can't get away from the fact that we need to basically solve them together, you know?
But if you take culture into the workplace, there are so many nationalities. We work more cross-culture, cross nations, cross borders. There are some challenges, I would guess, still.
Yeah, I mean, again, back to the fact we're becoming more global, we share more information, so we are becoming more alike from that point of view. But deep down inside our value sets that we grow up with, that take a long time to develop, there are still some major differences there.
But the differences, we can embrace them. I know, Marianne, we work in a company with 5 sites, and there are quite some different sets on culture.
It is, and I think that what is very important is that you meet other culture with curiosity, and that you try to understand, both embracing the differences, but also trying to unite on some common grounds, some value sets in the organization.
And enhances the differences. I mean, more and more research is building up to support the fact that diversity actually pays. You get better results, you get better decisions being made because you've got different perspectives coming in. The research is proving it. But the key thing is you have to manage it. It doesn't happen on itself.
And I mean, like having the focus on culture, just a few decades ago, that was maybe something that HR got like a soft value. How has it been turned from a soft value to something more business-like?
Well, I think that just as important as the strategic direction and the operational model, culture takes you to where you want to go. So it's really hard stuff. It's not the softer side of the business, it's key for success. So I think more and more companies are seeing now that if we do not work on our company culture, we will actually not succeed.
And it's interesting you call it a soft
it's
value.
not soft.
If it's so soft, why is it so hard to get right? That's what I normally say.
Right? But it's been looked upon as a soft value.
Yeah, but it's not soft.
Not at all.
Soft, not at all, no. I mean, it's earlier we were listening to a very good speaker called Kjell Nordström, and he talks about tacit knowledge. Tacit is silent knowledge. You know, and culture is silent knowledge. It's a value, it's something that you can use. You can't put your finger on it, but it's definitely there,
Yeah, and the thing is, if you get into a room or into a company where you feel that the culture is working against, you really sense it, then you know it. And when it's working, it's just the feeling of, oh, I want to be here, I want to be in this company. And I think that's what we are striving for.
And it's important to highlight that there too, when we talk about culture, we're talking about the corporate culture, which goes across the borders, right? And the national differences, that's another type of culture. But they can totally work together, absolutely.
But some people have said that it's not possible to create, or it's not wise to create one company culture. Is that something you could understand and see, or is it
that it's not wise to create one culture?
Just
or not?
one, because everyone jumping into one culture and embracing the same?
I think the main thing today, I don't know if you agree, is that it's important to think globally as well as locally, right? That globally word.
But I also think it's important to respect the diversity. Because you can't say that one size fits all. It doesn't work like that. But respecting and being curious about the different cultures, I think that's important. I think that builds the common ground to respect each other.
I mean, I do workshops in this. I train people in cultural differences. And you would think I would go out there and say, oh, you're going to work with the Chinese. Oh, my God, you know, this is never going to work. I do the opposite. I say, you know what? It's going to be fine. Just about 90% of the time it'll be fine. The times you see the cultural problems coming out is normally under disagreement, pressure, or conflict. That's when people sort of show their colours. And those are the moments you step in and you manage it. You manage those cross-cultural differences. But the rest of the time, listen, I've been doing this for 30 years now. People are people all over the world.
But how does culture affect the business product? Like we deliver technology. How does the culture within the company reflect on the product that the company is selling?
Well, that's a good question. God, I don't know how to answer that one. I mean, I can show you the obvious example. The obvious example is Apple. Apple proved to us that you can make one product, ship it around the world, and it doesn't matter which country you're in, you'll buy it.
Yeah.
Unless someone steps in and makes restrictions and says, don't buy that, mentioning no names there. But
But I think another point also is that how our customers perceive us when we go out there has to do with our culture. Yeah. And I dream that everyone in Simployer, all our customers understand that when we go out there, we're just one united force, but we are individuals and with different value sets.
And management, how important is it for managers to get hold of the cultural perspective when leading in these changing
essential.
times?
It's essential, completely essential. And again, not enough manager. When I do my courses or talks, there's a lot of employees there, but there aren't many managers or leaders there. They should be there. They should be there.
Yeah.
How do we get them there?
The top leadership is the ambassador for the desired culture, and if the top management is not on board and really see the benefit of potentially changing it for the better, it's not going to work.
And it was said this morning as well at one of the talks, it starts at the top. We've heard this so many times, but it doesn't start from the top enough, does it? It should start from the top.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for joining me live from the Oslo Business Forum today. We've been live during the day with different broadcasts and hope to see you again sometime soon.